With August coming to an end, September is starting, which means release the haunts! That's right, everybody. The haunting season is about to start, including Knott Scary Farm, Disneyland, and the Hollywood Universal. I'm not going to that. But I'm here to talk about everything they unveiled for the Knott Scary Farm event they're doing for the 2023 season. I'm very excited about this, but I'm not going, so I'm so sorry. I might be going in a couple of years though, but yeah. Let's get right on into it. So on August 24th, they announced everything they'd be doing for the 2023 season. And they started the night off by unveiling the two rides. The first one was the Timberman Log Ride Halloween Hootenanny. And then the second one was the Calico Candy Mine Ride. I like the Candy Mine Ride. It's just it's cool in a kind of way, but it's just not worth like the hour line it gets. So now we're going to go over to see what the scare zones are this Halloween season. Our first scare zone is none other than the Ghost Town Streets. The next scare zone was the Forsaken Lake. Another returning scare zone is the Goring 20s, home of the Devil's Elixir. Yeah, this was probably the best scare zone from last year, but I think there's one this year that might beat it, even though we're getting a maze in this section, which you'll hear about later. But anyway, the next scare zone is Carnival. Great. Some people say this is a really fun scare zone. I say this is terrifying because I'm deathly afraid of clowns. Yeah. If you think I'm going through this, screw Mesmer. I ain't going through Carnival. I'll even pitch in and get one of those Nobu necklaces. I don't care. I hate clowns. But anyway, but the next scare zone is the one scare zone that I think might be Goring 20s. Which is, and it's returning from a different year, replacing the Hollow, is the Gauntlet. I'm actually kind of excited for this scare zone, but once again, I am not going this year. I can't, so I'm gonna have to look at videos and stuff of it to give my review on it. Yeah. I'm a helpless kid that can't go to freaking Scary Farm. But now with the scare zones out of the way, comes the returning mazes first before the new ones. Because yes, we are getting new mazes this year. But anyway, the first one was the Depths. Join deep with a mining crew to unearth the secrets below the surface. But be warned, who have gone in have never come out. The Depths is actually a really good maze, unlike this next maze that's returning this year that should have gone a while ago because it's not really my favorite. Waxworks. Go into a maniac's crazy wax museum where he's started to dip people into the wax to modify them in his own creation. With lots of gory, bloody stuff, and you almost getting spilled with wax on. This is a really gory maze. Yeah, Waxworks isn't the best, but this next maze is actually better than it, and it's actually its final year, so go pay respects to Dark Entities. Board a spaceship that has way too many aliens on it and has a couple friendly robots on it. But once the creatures get released from their cages due to power loss, well, good luck surviving. Yeah, Dark Entities is an incredible maze. I I love it. Yeah, it came out the same year as The Depths, except I feel The Depths is better, which is why they didn't get rid of both at the same time. I hope they don't get rid of The Depths, because that's better than some of the big tier mazes they have here. Anyway, on to the next maze. Origins, the Curse of Calico. Sarah Marshall has been deemed a witch by everyone in Calico, so she's mad and takes that anger to make everyone roam the streets of Calico in the fog as monsters because she's mad. Yeah, this maze better not be removed anytime soon due to the fact that it's literally the origins of all the fog and monsters in Calico. But anyway, the next maze. Mesmer, sideshow of the mind. Go into a man's chaotic sideshow where he's taken people's wishes, granted them with it, but he kills them and makes them work for them with their wishes. I wouldn't go here if I were you. But you should do it. Mesmer is a pretty good maze. I usually don't go to it because I gotta go through that carnival zone, and it's so scary because I hate clowns! But yeah. Yeah, I just hate clowns. That's why I don't go to it. Anyway, another maze, of course. Bloodline, 1842. Go into the steampunk city of Valdonia armed with your gun and blast some vampires, trying to get to the Vampire King, kill him, and try to get as many kills as possible. This maze has a lot of pressure. Yeah, Bloodline 1842. Such a good maze. It is very good. I hope it doesn't go away for like 6 or 7 years. It is that good. Way better than the Special Ops Infected, even though we really miss it. Be cool if they had 2. Actually 3, because Berry Tales is probably up in there in scary form, right? Anyway, the last returning maze is the Grimoire. Help kids find a book that has the power to destroy the world. Escape the demonic hellhounds in this crazy book that takes you back in time to find all these scary creatures and escape all the creatures that he's created with this book. Or you could have your soul just trapped in its pages like forever. You know, no biggie. Well, you know what? Why not? We'll let you decide. Go ahead. Yeah, this is my favorite maze by far. I mean, Bloodline 1842 is so good because I love steampunk stuff, and the theming is awesome in there, but Grimoire is just, it goes on forever, and that's what I love about it. It goes on forever, there's so much theming, you gotta go through it multiple times just to get the story down. It is insane. I love it, but that's not all the mazes for this year. There are actually some newer ones. Yep, you heard me right. We're getting 3 new terrifying mazes this year. And I really like where they're going with some of these ones. But let's get into the first one. The first new one is a new one called the Cinema Slasher. Basically, you walk into a movie theater, but you literally walk into the screen. And you walk into a horror movie too, so you know, it's gonna be a killer movie. Wink wink. You're gonna die. And they said well, I'm not gonna tell you about it. I'll let these 2 guys tell you about it.
The journey begins in a condemned theater. We walk into an auditorium and walk through the screen and right into the middle of the film. And you yourself become a star in this film, being chased by our mass slasher.
You're going to see an homage to all these mazes from the past. We have an homage to Slaughterhouse, to Trick or Treat, as well as Camp Gonna Get Ya. The Cinema Slasher Killer is based off of one of our old dark ride overlays, Slasher of the Dark. All these things we're tying into this haunted movie theater as an homage to the 50th, because we are going back to these attractions and using them as theme pieces throughout the maze.
Through the trio of terror that we created, 3 different films, you're going to see these horrific images and scenes. What you see on the screen is what you're going to be walking into. When you walk in, he's going to turn his focus to you, and you are going to become a part of this film.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be an exciting maze. I'm happy we're finally going to get a tribute back to Trick or Treat. We did get one with the Legacy store, though. Video coming about that soon. Anyway, there's another new maze, because there's also 2 more new mazes on top of the Cinema Slasher, if you haven't heard of them already. Room 13 is the second edition, or the second maze that's being added to Knott's this year. Basically, you go into an Art Deco hotel full of people drinking the devil's elixir, and it's a very addicting cocktail that has some weird side effects. I actually have some footage for you, and I'll show it right now. Here. Yeah, I recently found out that the Room 13 maze is going to be on the back wall of the arcade and on the the right side, on the right wall also. And I saw the black curtains. I really wanted to pull them open just to take a little peek, but of course I didn't. I follow the rules. I'm a good person. But just from looking at this, I'm guessing this is going to be a really short maze. It looks great though.
We're taking the story that we've had in the Goring 20s, we're continuing that on inside our brand new maze, Room 13, and I'm incredibly excited for all of our guests to come and see it. You finally get a chance to go behind the scenes and kind of see where the Devil's Elixir came from. Now, the Argive Hotel is a beautiful Art Deco hotel. You'll notice that, although beautiful, that there has been something sinister and something terrible that's happened, and that's all caused by this Devil's Elixir. So I'm incredibly excited to be able to dive in and see a little bit more of the Blind Tiger and the origin stories of the Devil's Elixir.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this maze, but there's one maze that I'm super excited for, and it's their anniversary house. So, before we do that, there's something that people got really excited about, and that's, they're bringing back the hanging from a while ago. So the hanging is now uncanceled, and people can go watch people get hanged again. They even had a little thing at the end of the event on August 24th where they were hanging Sarah Marshall, but she escaped and she started some of the stuff that happens at Scary Farm. But anyway, without further ado, the final new maze of Scary Farm 2023 is the Chilling Chambers! Journey into a freaky cemetery held by the Keeper, and he will take you through all the scary moments of Scary Farm. One last battle for over 50 years of nightmares. Anyway, more from those guys.
Up the horrors of the past in the ultimate Knott's Scary Farm 50th anniversary tribute maze, the Chilling Chambers. Guests will enter this towering, beautiful Gothic cathedral, a breathtaking shrine that houses all of these various chambers. Each one of them are a tribute to Knott's Scary Farm's past. The caretaker of these various chambers is a new character we have created named the Keeper, and he's just opened the door to let us in.
This maze is so chock full of Easter eggs. Every tombstone, every engraving, it all means something. It's all part of our history. This maze is a love letter to us all. We who created, you the fans. Everyone who has experienced Knott's over the last 50 years, this maze is for you.
Yeah, this is my most anticipated maze this year. Heck, the most anticipated thing this year at Knott's Scary Farm. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please go check out Scary Farm soon, and I'll see you next time. See ya!